Hi, Scott.
Franchesca, how you doing?
Good, and you? How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Good, good, I'm glad. Well, Scott, I wanted to meet with you today because, as you know, we've been sharing some stuff about the harvest on social media, and I just wanted you to share with us a little bit more about your job and what the harvest is.
Yeah. So I came on to work at New Hope back in late August. And pretty much my whole job up until now has been planning for this new project. So really excited to start talking about it. This is something that I've spent a lot of time with. And so definitely excited to share a little bit more about what the harvest actually is.
Good, good. So I wanted to first for you to let us know what's a buying club.
Right. So the harvest is going to be a buying club, but in general, the idea behind it is that when you buy things in bulk, when you buy things together with all of your friends, you can just get things for a lot cheaper. You know, if you buy 100 TVs at once, they come a lot cheaper than if you just buy one at a time. And so that's the idea behind a buying club. And you can find all kinds of people who have buying clubs regarding housing, regarding any items that you're looking for. Specifically, we're going to be looking at a food buying club. So sometimes they're called wholesale food buying clubs because the idea is you're buying the food in bulk and you're getting those wholesale prices.
That's awesome. Cool. And why is it that New Hope is launching this food buying club?
Right. So this buying club is part of New Hope's larger mission to empower the people here in this community to um, move them from crisis to self sufficiency to find sustainable ways to help people with what they're struggling with. And so this is part of that holistic approach where we're catering to people's food needs in a more direct way than we could with the food pantry. And we're able to do it in the context of creating community among the members of the buying club and yeah, hopefully being able to help them in the long run, not just giving them immediate relief.
So if someone was to ask me, Francesca, so what's the harvest? What would be like the simplest form that would be specific?
Yeah. So the harvest is New Hope's new approach to finding a sustainable solution to food insecurity. The harvest is a wholesale food buying club, and the goal is to give the people in this community the access they need to food that is both affordable and healthy.
Okay. And would you be able to kind of give us an idea of how that would work? Like, would they like shop through you guys, or how does it work?
Right. So everyone would order their food in advance, and then we would compile all those orders, send them off to the guys who are supplying us with the food. And then everyone's going to come on a designated day. We'll pick up our food. We're going to have members volunteer their time to help sort out the food because we're getting better rates with the wholesale prices. And when people volunteer their time, we're also cutting down on the cost of labor. Um, because, when you go to the grocery store, part of what you pay goes towards the person at the cash register. And so when we can take those things out, we can make the prices of food even cheaper for people.
That's
And
all.
so, yeah.
And what would you say are like the top benefits of joining a food buying club, the Harvest?
Yeah. I mean, for one, you're getting access to food that is healthy, food that is full of nutrition and is affordable at the same time. So oftentimes that combination is hard to come by. Um, or there also is the benefit of having more informed decisions. What I mean by that is part of this holistic approach that we're trying to take is going to include conversations, dialogue, education about nutrition and about finances. So when you have access to healthy food, you know how to kind of work your diet and work these different elements of nutrition into it so you can be leading a healthier lifestyle. And also, with the money that you're saving at the buying club, we want to talk with people about how they can be using that and how they can put it towards things that help them and their families, move forward, pursue the goals that they have.
That's really cool. That's really nice, Scott. So I just have one more question.
Hmm.
Um, so you guys have a food, well, we have a food pantry at New Hope. So if if you can let me know, or if you could tell me, what is the biggest difference between the food pantry and the buying club, and why would someone that is a part of the food pantry want to join the buying club?
Right. Yeah, it's a valid question because both deal with food. Um, so with the food pantry, it's the food pantry is geared towards people who are in a moment of crisis. It's geared towards people who need immediate relief, and they need it now. But the food pantry was never designed to help people over the long term because giving free handouts has proven time and time again to be good for people in crisis, but not so great in the long run. And so the harvest is starting up to kind of fill that gap and to kind of work with people throughout the long term, find a more sustainable way for them to continue purchasing the food that they need, but at a rate they can afford. So they're able to save money and, you know, continue advancing themselves. And so another way to sum that up is saying that while the food pantry is helping people to survive, focus on those basic needs, the buying club, the harvest, is geared towards helping people to thrive, to continue moving forward. And so that's the biggest difference.
That's cool. Well, is there anything else that you would like to mention, Scott, that I haven't asked you, or
Yeah, I mean, regarding the food pantry, we are absolutely welcoming participants to be a part of both programs at the same time. I think they complement each other really well. And other than that, yeah, excited to be talking about this. Excited to see this happening, seeing this program launch in the near future. And yeah,
awesome. Well, thank you so much, Scott, and I'll see you soon.
yeah. Thank you, Francesca.